I think just starting is probably more perfect than being perfect, if that makes sense. Um, it just comes with time. It comes with reps, and I just have to force myself to learn that. Um, yeah, I just gotta stay consistent.
Someday, 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 I wanna lay down like I did on Sunday. Sunday, Sundays, I remember these on Sunday. That way, yeah, way, that day. Someday.
This is, I don't know what I'm saying. All right, it's around 8 o'clock right now. I'm about to hit the gym with my boy Alex. And I just set up the camera because I'm trying to get used to talking to the camera more. I've always tried to make content, but I was always afraid to talk to the camera and put my face on the camera. So it's just something I'm trying to force myself to do now. And yeah, I'm just trying to document my life because I know that 5, 10, 20 years from now, Brian in the future is going to appreciate this. And yeah, I feel like the one thing I regret the most is just not having memories to look back on, to see how my life was before, and just to, the nostalgia of it, or, comparing where I'm at now versus where I used to be. I just always wish I had more memories from the past. So the only way to the only way to do that is to start doing it now. And yeah, I'm just, I guess, trying to do better for myself, trying to take care of myself more, do right by myself, and be real with myself. That means going to the gym consistently, eating better, working on stuff I know I should be working on, furthering my businesses. And something I really am trying to focus on as well is serving other people. I feel like I have a tendency to kind of take, and take. I don't know if that's just like a, limiting belief, or just like an internal belief, and maybe that's not too true, but I just want to be conscious, or consistently remind myself of, you know, providing value to other people and serving other people, because I feel like that's it's a very important part of life to, be there for people and provide to people. So that's just something that I want to get better at. So throughout my day, I just try to remind myself. I don't know if that comes off as like superficial or like not natural. Maybe I do it subconsciously, I just don't know, but trying to be more conscious of it. Yeah, whether that's superficial or not, that's just something I'm trying to do. And then I guess with the content, just gonna document everything I do. Stop caring if I look weird or people look at me when I'm with my camera, because probably never see them again. And if I do, probably never gonna talk to them, so it doesn't matter. And obviously, the things that I'm doing for myself is gonna matter much, much more for in the long run. And yeah, I think it's just gonna come with reps. I think I just keep doing this. It's not gonna be perfect my first go around. Even though this isn't my first go around, I've tried vlogging in the past, and I've always, kind of wanted to be a YouTuber. But I think my reasons now are different. I think back then I looked up to a lot of YouTubers and thought they lived this really cool life, and so I wanted to emulate it. But I think now, I think my only goal is just to document my life, whether it looks flashy or not. I think just having these memories is going to be important for me, so that's why I'm doing it. But I still have some time. Yeah, I guess going back to the past, to when I used to try to make content, I've dabbled here and there. I started I really started making videos when I was like in middle school, with my mom's old camera. I used to have like her old Nikon camera that she never used. I started making like birthday videos and wedding videos for my family and friends. Um, and then I guess it kind of just was a domino effect from there. And then in 20 2019, I bought my first real camera. It was a Sony A6400. It was like 1500 with the lens. I thought it was just like crazy cinema um, setup that you know I made a I went skiing with it, and I titled that YouTube video skiing with a $1,500 camera, because I thought it was like this crazy, like, I don't know, absurd thing that people don't do, but people do it all the time. And I also thought it was a lot of money. I guess it was at the time. Um, but anyways, when I bought my first camera in 2019, I bought like a Gorilla Pod 2. I was like trying to vlog, but I never talked to the camera. It was weird. I never got over that hump. I never got over that fear. But I would only film when it would be like certain events that looked, I guess, flashy. I never recorded like my regular daily life because I don't know, I wanted to portray this image that I was like this adventurous guy and doing all these things. And I filmed when I was in New York. I filmed when I went skiing. I filmed when I went on like this trip with my ex. But I never filmed like my daily life. Yeah, I guess I was like only trying to record the highs and not really the lows. And then after that point, I kind of stopped vlogging. I guess it wasn't really vlogging because I was doing it like every few months. But when I moved to Florida, for those who don't know, I'm from Boston originally. I dropped out of school when I was a junior, and I moved here to Orlando, Florida. It's kind of when like TikTok was getting like rapidly bigger, and I saw all these like people just making these like aesthetic videos of their daily life. And so I don't know what kind of made me do it, but I just started doing it. I bought like actually no, I didn't even have an iPhone tripod. I just started putting my phone up, I guess, on the floor or wherever I could prop it up, and just started recording my life. Um, and I don't think I had an intention when I first started doing it, but then um, my videos started to get some traction, like really fast. And so I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. So I started doing it like every day. I was pretty consistent, but I was trying to make my life like look too perfect, like the other TikTokers that I was seeing. Like, um, I was setting my phone up, making sure the scene looked perfect, like moving things, and so everything looks like organized, and cleaning up and wiping the counter before I even filmed the scene. And so it kind of got like a lot after a while. Not only like the physical part of it, of like just setting up my camera and cleaning first, and then filming it and editing it, and then doing that throughout the day, every single day. Even though like my TikTok was kind of taking off, which was cool, and people were saying kind things, and it was just something I'd never experienced before. Like I enjoyed it while it was happening, but then at the same time, it started to like eat at me. The mental part of it was probably the worst part. Like I go throughout my day thinking, how could I make this day look the most perfect day possible? Um, Let me set my alarm at 6 a.m. That way when I show the wake up scene, it'll look like, golden hour, and it'll look like I'm waking up super early, so I'm like this super productive person. But I was never waking up at 6 a.m. I was just doing it for the clip. Same thing with like, this is like kind of embarrassing to admit, but I would have these like clips in my videos where I would be like reading, but there were so many times where I would open my book. Oh, I'm sorry. I would put my phone up, sit down, fix my shirt, grab this book, this like finance, productivity book, and I would open it, get my shot, and then close it, and then not read jack shit. And I would do that for a lot of things. I was just trying to, what's that word? time is it? I guess I was trying to like fabricate my life, make my life look way better than it really was. Um, and yeah, that got tiring over time. So I guess the result of that was um, uploading less frequently and frequently over time. I started to upload. I started like every day, and then it became every other day, and then once a week, and then once a month, and then once every few months. And then but I was very blessed. I mean, even I remember when I was still uploading infrequently, there were TikToks that hit over like millions of views, which I'm like super thankful for and grateful for. And there were still people always in my DMs, supporting me in my comments. And so I don't think I was as appreciative of the moment than I am now, but looking back, it was definitely a very blessed period of my life, and I had a lot of people supporting me. So if you're still here supporting me since then, I appreciate you. For people that are new here, I also appreciate you watching. I guess you can just expect more consistent content. It's not going to be like crazy flashy content. I don't think that's sustainable. I don't want to like fake my life anymore. I just want to document, and whoever stays for the journey, whoever stays along, thank you. And yeah, I'm going to just try to be more honest, more transparent, not look, perfect, not like have my hair look perfect or, make sure everything is perfect before I start. Because I think just starting is probably more perfect than being perfect, if that makes sense. It just comes with time. It comes with reps, and I just have to force myself to learn that. Yeah, I just gotta stay consistent. I gotta go to the gym. Meeting up with Alex at Crunch at 9, so gotta go. Oh God, it's just crashed. I guess another thing with the content that I used to do in the past, with the TikTok specifically, with the TikTok specifically, I got addicted to the numbers, and that started to become the reason why I did it. Like I said before, when I first started, I wasn't doing it for numbers. I kind of just started doing it to do it for fun, I guess, which is the right way to do it, the right way to do things. But the numbers game kind of took over, and I got addicted to it. Every video I would post, I would think like, all right, this one has to beat the last one. What can I do this video to beat the last video? Which isn't a terrible way of thinking. I mean, that's just trying to grow, trying to improve. But I think I should be focusing on trying to improve in other areas and not just the numbers. And that's with life too. I feel like the numbers, the money, the results, the fame, or whatever you're going after is just a byproduct of is just a byproduct of doing what you want to do the right way and doing it well. So if that's your focus, if your end goal is the focus, it's like kind of ironic. If whatever you're going after is your focus, you're gonna have a harder time getting it than just focusing on the thing you're actually doing. Yeah, that's just something I started to realize is if I look like this, like in a weird position, it's because I'm holding the camera. This is probably illegal. But I guess just going back to my point, all that stuff is gonna come. All the results and all the things that you're going after, it comes when you're just aligned with your purpose in your craft. I feel like as long as I just continuously, day after day, hack away at the things I need to do, business-wise, mentally, spiritually, everything, I feel like the results will come. I just have to fall in love with the journey, the process of doing things, and not get too attached to the end results, because it never really is like an end result. The chase for money or fame or whatever it is never goes away. So if you just constantly chase it, it's like a never-ending game, and it's not fulfilling. But I feel like if you fall in love with what you're doing and get really, really good at it, I feel like that, to me, is a lot more fulfilling. It's something that I'm still learning. So I guess this content is just gonna be a way for me to document that, because I'm still learning, I'm still growing. I'm far from perfect. Time is going fast, getting older, not getting any younger. Still have a lot of time, but I just gotta get moving on things. If I want to see my life change, things have to change, and that means changing my perspective, changing my lifestyle, changing my habits. Okay, I'm gonna stop driving and talking right now. Continuing what I was saying in the car, I think I was in the wrong mindset when I was making those TikToks. I was just, chasing the next big number and not really doing it for myself, or I guess the art of it. But during that time, I got connected with someone who was doing dropshipping, and I didn't really know what dropshipping was at the time, but I kind of did. But yeah, basically he had a course, and I was, at the time, on top of the TikToks, I was freelancing videos. I was like shooting music videos, basketball videos, real estate videos, like anything you could think of, to pay rent. And bought his course because my gigs were slowing down. I wasn't really getting booked for videos. And so I started drop shipping because I saw how much money he was making, and I got inspired or influenced. And so I bought the course and pretty much just winged it from there. Didn't know what I was doing. I just set up a few stores, tried selling like toys, jewelry, like an ear cleaner, like all these random things. And I actually got pretty lucky. Like on my fourth or fifth store, the product that I was trying to sell worked. It started selling a lot, and it was bringing in money that I've never seen before. I felt like I was on top of the world. I was just pumping the ad spend and making all this kinds of money, and wasn't running the business properly. I've never ran like a business. I've never like ran, especially or specifically, like an e-commerce business. I didn't know how to take care of the customers. I didn't know how to take care of the product quality. And I think the biggest thing, I didn't know how to iterate. I just stood stuck on this one ad, this one product, this one store. And I just thought increasing the ad spend is just going to make me like an infinite amount of money, which is not how it works. But that actually lasted me like a year and a half. I did make iterations, over time, small ones. Definitely didn't expand the business as far as it could have. Like it didn't reach the full potential at all. I was pretty like, what's the word? Complacent with how things were because it was making me money. But I think the biggest thing, or the biggest reason that I never really expanded on it, was because I wasn't passionate about it. It was just like a money maker for me. It was like a money machine. I was like selling product that I didn't care about. And so like I never wanted to put my face on it. I never really wanted to take the money that I was earning and like reinvest it to make it better or expand the product line. I just like thought it would continue making me money forever. So I ran that from like 2022 to like 2024. It was like a year and a half, 2 years. And then in 24, I decided to step away from the business because I didn't really see like a future in it. I wasn't passionate about the product, and I wanted to pivot into something that I can get behind, and something that I could see myself doing long term. So I got with my brother and we decided to start a skincare company, which is now called Pure Skin. We launched in November 2024, so it's been around 7 months or so. A lot different than dropshipping. I think building a real brand, requires a lot more fine tuning and a lot more care. because you're investing into the customers that you're acquiring and investing into the brand because you're trying to build something with real value and not just trying to, pump cash flow every month or every day. So it's been a roller coaster. I've been learning a lot. So far, I've been learning with my brother, and it's been fun. It's been it's been fun, but it's been scary at times. It's just like nothing's ever guaranteed, but I guess that's just like the game of life. And yeah, as I'm running this, I guess I'm also gonna make content. I wanted to document the journey from the very beginning, and I guess we kind of did with like some iPhone clips and stuff, and because we knew we wanted to share the journey with the world as we built this brand, but never really went too in depth with what was going on. So I guess this will be the opportunity to share everything that we're going through and all the growing pains that we're facing with growing this brand. So if you're here for the journey, I appreciate you. This is gonna be like sporadic in terms of like, I guess, the structure of things. I'm kind of just documenting and talking, and I'm gonna try to do that on a consistent basis and record whatever I have going on. I don't want to set like too hard of expectations, or I guess not expectations. I don't want to set too hard of like a structure of like, this video has to be in this format or like with this music and it has to be like, I don't know. I just want to take this organically, naturally. That way I can stay consistent with it. And I'm mainly doing this for me, to be honest. I mean, I appreciate you all, like I said earlier, all of you watching. But my purpose for the content that I'm making now is much different than the purpose I had in the past with the content I was making then. So now I'm trying to like, separate the results and the numbers from the actual process and the documentation of it. So that way, I'm doing it for me. And if you decide to stay around and watch because you think it's entertaining, I appreciate you. And I hope that what I say and what I'm going through and what I'm doing helps you in some sort of way. And yeah, just if you ever want to get in contact with me, reach out to me over Instagram or email or however you can find a way to contact me. Maybe I'll put like my contact details description. But yeah, I guess this is the start of a new journey, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah.